Bladder cancer is one of the most common and least talked about cancers in the U.S., affecting more than 700,000 Americans. Despite its impact, awareness remains low, often leading to a later diagnosis and costly treatment. As May marks Bladder Cancer Awareness Month, we are joined by Mary Margaret Diaz. She is the CEO of the Bladder Cancer Advocacy Network with What You Need to Know. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Elle, very much, and to Urigen for enabling us to reach so many people this important month of May about bladder cancer.
I know, this is truly perfect timing, so let's dive right into this. Why is bladder cancer still so under-recognized despite how common it is?
It is the seventh most common cancer in the United States, so definitely significant on that front. I think part of the reason we hear from our patients is that it's an embarrassing cancer. It's below the belt. We're talking about your bladder, and people are embarrassed about that situation. And also, it's a difficult journey for patients to navigate. So there's a lot of stress, anxiety, and I think they just feel more comfortable keeping it inside. That's why opportunities like this to share the signs of bladder cancer and create awareness is really important. So thank you again for the opportunity.
It really is important to really shine this light the whole month of May, but really going beyond that too, because it is a year-round situation that people are dealing with. So who is really impacted by this disease beyond the patient, and how does it affect families, caregivers, and communities as a whole?
Yeah, it's a great question. So there are over 725,000 people living with bladder cancer in the United States right now. 84,000 new cases will be diagnosed this year. Unfortunately, about 17,000 will not survive or win this battle. It's particularly high for our veteran community. It's the fourth most common cancer for veterans. And it really does, just as any diagnosis in your family of cancer, impacts everyone, the patient, of course, and also caregivers and the overall family. This is a very difficult disease in a lot of ways that requires a lot of surveillance, a lot of scans. So you're often gearing up for a scan and then the results, and then going back to life as normal and then have another scan and results. So there's definitely an emotional toll on our families, caregivers as well. And because it's a long-term condition, the window of the journey is really much, much bigger for our families. And the last thing I will add, Elle, is that it's also the most expensive cancer to treat. So in addition to not feeling well, your health being at risk, you're also trying to navigate the healthcare system and financially understanding what your resources allow you to do. We've heard from our patients, 1 in 5 really feel like cost is them as they navigate their journey.
That is truly eye-opening. You know, this cancer is just really not talked about enough, and over 500,000 people just in America are dealing with this. So what does that impact really look like at the state or even at the local level?
Yeah, at the state and local level, it's very prevalent. You know, a couple 400 or so people each year are going to be dealing with the disease. And encourage everyone, if you see blood in your even if it's little, even if it doesn't reoccur, you think it's okay or it does, you want to ignore it, please don't do that. It's really important for us to go to our physicians, make sure we get tested. Doesn't mean you have bladder cancer, but of that. And just as all the other cancers, the earlier we get to a diagnosis, the better your treatment course will be and the better your outcomes will be.
Mm-hmm. We did mention that this is the most costly cancer to treat. So how can people really get involved with your organization and really support those fundraising efforts?
Yes, thank you for that. So in recognition of Bladder Cancer Awareness Month, we have our walks across the country, 21 sites across the country, where we're really trying to create that community of patients and caregivers, understanding that no one walks alone. So connecting them on the local level with people who have been through that journey. This is an excellent way for folks to support us, either by creating a virtual walk team. We don't have one yet in your area in Louisville, but you can create a virtual team, or you can just go to the WALK website and make a donation. So the WALK website is beaconwalk.org. So BCAN walk.org.
All right, and if people just want to get some more information, maybe they think they may have bladder cancer, maybe they just want to find maybe a doctor in their area, just get more information, where can they go to do that?
Yeah, we're here 24/7, right? You can go to our website, beacon.org, BCAN.org, for resources, we have a helpline, we have printed materials, we have podcasts, everything really you need to understand that journey from diagnosis through survivorship.
All right, Mary Margaret, this was a really eye-opening conversation. Thank you again so much for stopping by Great Day Live this morning.
Thank you all so much.